So, Scaramouche is coming out in a week and he looks busted. I know my wishing luck and it sucks. So to cope with the fact that I'm gonna lose my 50-50, I decided to become the best airbender in all of Teyvat. But now, why am I building Heizou? I mean, we're literally getting his 5-star version next week, and building him now would be a waste of resources, right? Well, yes and no. Heizou is not the strongest or the most broken 4-star by any means. But let's forget about damage for a second, because he's just a fun Oonga Boonga character that you can mess around with. And if you pair him with characters like Yelan, Xingqiu, Fischl, basically any unit that can attack alongside Heizou, you'll get a really satisfying to look at team comp. And if you give Heizou the VV set, he will swirl, which will reduce the resistance of these elements, which will further increase your support's damage even more. And if you pair him up with Thoma, you can become Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Another great thing about building Heizou is that he's a really good unit that will help you with exploration. Now, he might not be able to float in the sky and do the T-pose, but he can help you with running. You see, this guy is Anemo, so pair him up with another Anemo unit and you'll get the Anemo Resonance, which basically reduces your stamina consumption and makes you go even faster. Heizou also has an amazing passive that reduces the stamina consumption by 20%, and this will make your game a tiny bit comfier. And now, speaking of artifacts and builds, he's also a free-to-play friendly unit. Because Heizou is a catalyst user, you can give him the wit set, which is a great weapon to increase his personal damage. And he can also make use of all of the 3 buffs that you can get by using this weapon. Heizou can also make use of a lot of artifact sets. It's kinda insane. You can use artifacts like the 4-piece Thunder Soother or the 4-piece VV if you want to use units like Yelan and Fischl with them. But if you want to go more Heizou punching focus build, just pick any of the 4 attack pieces and you'll be fine. And now, my absolute favorite thing about Heizou is turning him into One Punch Man. This guy can hit pretty big numbers just with his elemental skill. And I don't know why, but turning this little guy into One Punch Man to hit unrealistic numbers is the most fun I've had recently. And also, with the release of Scaramouche and the version 3.3 update, we'll also get a new 4-star Anemo bow user, which will probably act like a support and reduce the Anemo resistance of enemies. This is probably going to be huge for Anemo DPSs like Wanderer and Sha, and by extension, this will also be good for Heizou. And on top of Fauzan, we're also getting a whole new artifact set called the Desert Pavilion Chronicle, which gives Anemo damage bonus and also increases your attack speed. And this should also be good for Heizou. So basically, building Heizou will give you an excuse to waste your resin on the new domain. But even with all of this Heizou praise, let's not forget about his biggest con, the Onikabutos. These little fucks are so spread out and hard to spawn, it drives me crazy. I swear, I've never not wanted to play Genshin less while I was trying to collect these bugs to ascend them. Dude, collecting Onikabutos can make a happy meal sad. But do you know what's even sadder than collecting Onikabutos? The Anemo boys. And if I were to ask you, what's that one thing that is common with every single Anemo guy? You'll probably say that they're short. But besides that, all of these guys also have a sad backstory and a dead friend. For example, Venti is using his best friend's body as a vessel. Kazuha saw his friend get killed by the Electro Archon. And Shao lost all of his friends to war. And well, Heizou is no different, because he's also a member of the DAB club, Depressed Anemo Boys. Because Heizou's childhood was not a very fun one. When Heizou was younger, he had a friend who claimed to be very wealthy, but Heizou would soon notice a problem with that. His friend's clothes were always dirty and not something a rich person would wear. So he spoke to his friend about this, and his friend admitted about lying to him and even told him that the gifts he gave Heizou were all stolen. This made Heizou mad and he broke their friendship. But then, a year later, Heizou went to the same festival where he first met his friend, but this time he saw his friend collapse by the roadside in a pool of blood. His friend had gotten into an altercation with someone who had tried to steal his Mura. And the thief in panic had stabbed his friend with a dagger, and the next day, Heizou got a vision. So if you are somehow friends with the Anemo vision holder, just stop talking to them, trust me. But now, before this video gets too depressing, let's look at something that you're here for, the damage. So enjoy my quest of becoming the strongest airbender in all of Teyvat. Scaramouche is also a catalyst user and he's Anemo and he can like float and stuff, but the only thing that's missing with Heizou is that he cannot float, which is fine. You know what, we cannot expect him to do everything, you know what I mean? So yeah, the goal of today's stream is to hit maybe like 100k or like 200k with Heizou's E, something like that. So I'm probably gonna need like a nuke team for that. So the team is probably gonna be like Bennett, Heizou, Mona and Zhongli, something like that, right? And the other team could be like Heizou, Fischl, Yelan and Zhongli. They're gonna just keep on swirling and shit. So that should be fun, right? First step is to raise Heizou, because I think my Heizou is he's like 1400 attack, but like, yeah, really bad ratios. So let's fix that real quick. For the weapons, of course, we have the wit set. And the artifacts, you know what, let's just take them from Jean. I'm sure she doesn't mind. 23 crit damage, 6% crit rate. And finally, the circlet. And now let's look at the ratio. 74 to 177. You know what? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So yeah, let's check how his like unbuffed damage real quick. We have slimes over here, right? Okay, if we do like 4 stacks, how much damage is it gonna do? I think around like 20k, something like that. Okay, of course you didn't crit with 70 crit rate. I just want to see some dumbbells. Again? 22k? Okay. What if we do it with Bennett's thing? Hold on. 35k? Is that low damage or is that good damage? It's low? Wait a second. What's the problem then? Oh, that was with level 1 talents, bro. I think I'll take his E to like level 8. 6, 8, and 4. That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. 36k from 22k. You know what? That's an improvement. That's almost as much as like he did with Bennett, right? Yeah, let's try his stuff with Bennett. 50k? You know what? That's not too bad. Wait, how do I double his damage? Maybe if we do like something like Zhongli Shred and with Mona. 85k? Wait a second, if I give Bennett Mispitter, that'll increase his damage even more, right? And I guess we can give her the Thrilling Tales. That'll buff Heizou's damage even more. So yeah, let's do that. 100k! Whoa! That was 109k, right? Pretty good, pretty good.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Fate is upon you.
Oh wait, elemental damage bonus buff. Quit, please quit. 55k! 74% and this guy still doesn't quit? Now give me an electro. Okay, this is attack buff, attack buff. 130k, that's it? We get the elemental. Oh, elemental bonus. 150k, let's go! Let's fucking go! 150k finally, bro! Yeah, for the next team, I guess we can use like Yelan and Fischl. I think there's like a taser team, right? So yeah, we can mess around with that. Let's do this. Oh my god, dude. Look at the look at these numbers! Hey yo! My boy got his ass beat! Holy dude! What was that? Annihilation! By the way guys, I just noticed that Heizou's like the only character in this game that could like punch Masanori in the nuts. Kinda cool.